Good afternoon, everybody. So today is the 14th of July, 2022. I'm here to share you what is my trading plan of the day. Yesterday, we had the news. We had the highest inflation in the US, 9.1%. Stock market was like a roller coaster, initially dropped and then tried to get back up. Today, I think we're losing a bit of ground. There's a couple of levels that I want to see if breaks. If it breaks below, then I will become a seller. Break above, I don't think I'll be a buyer today. It might be tomorrow or Monday. So we really have to see. Euro fell below $1 yesterday, which is quite major. So let's see what we how it holds up today. Let me get into the chart for you. 1 second. Bingo. Get my pen. Da, da, da. So free chart S&P 500 and Dow Jones and Nasdaq. You can see. Let me just get my spotlight. Yep. So basically, we are now at a certain level is break below this trend line. 11,630.40 area. Is it going to hold? Is it going to break below? If it breaks below, we see lower, similar to this, to S&P. 3,730 is, a little bit of soft level. Again, 30,300 area for the Dow. Let me just go into the individual chart and show you. There's certainly some weakness in there. Let's go to the S&P first. 4 hours, you can see I've got a horizontal line level here, 3,740 area. If it dropped below, then yes, I'll look to be a seller today. Yeah, at least the S2 could potentially leave some back to the bottom area. We shall see. Moving on to Nasdaq. So let's go to a 4 hour or even a daily. This is still hovering around this daily channel, top channel at the moment. But if it breaks below again, then yes, I can see it maybe drop lower. But if it stay above, could I be a buyer? I need to see 3 of them turn though. Malcolm's here. I'm just gonna start off again. Malcolm, if you can't say anything, give me a wave that you can hear me. Oh. Can you talk? Oh,
so we're working from home, man, so I can do it.
All right, good. How are you doing? So
I am great. How are you?
We are seeing the highest inflation in 40 years, right?
Yep.
So I gotta say, I didn't in the intro I didn't say something. It is definitely not suitable for end of day trading.
No.
At the moment. There's none. There is pretty much none. We tried to do a reversal on dollar yen. That's why I said when you asked me yesterday, shall I sell a market order? I can't. I have to wait until the morning. So go up early. We saw yen selling again and dollar tried to go again. So now this is the S&P. It's a very critical level at the moment. Well, it's a soft level anyway. Loads of interaction around this 3,740. The way to play this is, would I go long? No, it's little room here. So I don't want to go long on S&P 500, although I am. But if it drop below, I'll sell again. If it drop below this 3,740. There's an interesting chart that I don't know, have you seen it before, but I'm going to show you anyway. Is SPY. Have you heard of this before?
Yeah, and QQQ. Yeah.
QQQ, yeah. So SPY is the S&P 500 ETF. Can you see pre in here, the orange bracket in there? Let me just draw that in this area here. So that was the closing price yesterday, 378. You see the pre-open price gap lower.
Yep.
So it's a bearish sentiment there.
Yep.
Okay. So you know that I've been trading the stock 1 minute chart. That's how it works. Drop below in here, stay below. I'll drop down to a 1 minute chart. I need to see this accumulation distribution line continue to make lower high, lower low going down, and I will sell it back to this bottom. I will take some profit this because 1 minute chart is you don't have time to make a new plan.
No.
You gotta when there's a certain profit level, I grab some. I grab a lot actually. I take 70% of the profit of the table and then leave some running. So let's see when it opened. What is this pre-open going to drop a bit lower and the volume on that? So I use a lot of volume on this, and this is a bracket of what I like to sell as well on stock in that. But I won't trade all of it. I will just see which one is the cleanest. But that's definitely that's some weakness on the pre-open gap lower. That's a bearish sort of signal. But anything can happen because yesterday gap lower, it filled the gap. Can you see? And then now back to this level. So we shall see what it brings later. QQQ as well is below this trend line at the moment. This trend line is a channel line that I draw on NASDAQ or QQQ. This, if it stay below, then I see it dropping lower. If it come back higher, you see that trend line there above 288 on QQQ. I potentially will be a buyer. Go back to, I won't buy QQQ because I just trade the NASDAQ. Is a reason why I use the ETF. ETF is a live chart. It trades the market action. So it's the stock market, real money going in. This one is a projection. So it project, when they are sleeping, what's going to happen. It's like a future, future chart.
Yes.
So that's hence why I think, it's not like I don't want to teach people how to trade the stock system. First, you need multiple chart. You need a lot of experience on that. So I need to, when I trade in an hour's time, I have 10 chart open. I just turn off my phone, but I already know what I'm doing. I'm a seller today if it drop below there. So, and now I just take action on that. So with this saying that could happen because it's still above this channel line on NASDAQ. So, and it's got room to the upside, cleaner than at least to this previous swing anyway. So it's got a bit of room on that. If we do see a change of sentiment later, then aggressive entry could be later tonight or our evening. Break up this first. So a break, make sure it cleanly take off the swing. And then retesting around this area could be my first entry stop loss here to go long. Because at least when it move, your stop loss should be here. And let it run, or if you want to take some profit there, you can do so, and then let the second one run. So I would suggest, even myself, I would take some profit in here first, because a lot of the time lately you get into a very nice elegant entry and it just kind of takes you out. It's just the market behavior at this minute. So I'm not too bothered, but we need to know. So certainly we're seeing the future is showing a bit of divergence to QQQ later. So later on when it opens, I will monitor the first thing I want to look at QQQ is volume. 1 minute chart. I want to see the volume. So I can quickly show you yesterday. I did take a short. It was really little loss, £300 loss on QQQ. But if I drop to a minute, let's lower this. Yesterday, come on, 1 minute in this seems like a forever chart. So that was our initial break around this area. Let me get a pen. So it's gap lower, obviously, because of the inflation news. This is what I like. So I took the first trade here. Oh, okay, kicks me in, comes out. see, this is the line here. When it kind of went sideways, didn't want to do anything, and they don't drop anymore. And in fact, in here, made a uptrend. This is the volume. So
the
volume
change,
is making uptrend. So I cut. So my stop loss was here, and then I kicked out here.
Yeah.
You don't have the time to think, shall I not? That's why
it's your loss.
Yeah, just boom, it's not working. Bang, go. That's how it works with this. Okay, so it's not suitable for somebody's, don't have the luxury of time and not experienced enough. But this is what I use a lot on that. Even on a longer term basis, I like to use volume, especially on stocks and stock indices, because this is a true volume. Forex, you don't get true volume because it's trading all over the world. At the moment, it's still okay. This volume is okay. This is a daily chart. The volume is still okay. So it would not surprise me that it will go higher from here. The reason why I said that is because a lot of bad news out there, and everybody expect it's going to drop and it's going to do you a surprise. And I think that is likely going to happen for 2 weeks, and there will be some good news that everything's priced in. We'll probably have a bull market or whatever like that, and then hit the Fed come in, whatever they're going to do with the interest rate, whether 75 basis point or 100 basis point. It's
and then there's the drop.
That's the bombshell. And then if Jay Powell mentioned something like that, we are going to have a hard landing, meaning that we are going to see a recession soon.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. We're almost. Don't you feel like we know that's inflation, but they're trying to talk ourselves into a recession right now. Yeah. Every day you turn on Bloomberg, CNBC, you're hearing what's the chances of recession, etc., etc. Yes, okay, recession, that's fine. But don't overtake that, because we are even though trading a daily reversal or daily trend is short-term momentum, sometimes news is your favor, sometimes you need to hear it the opposite. And yesterday, I feel like once the news come out, yes, I did want to be a seller, but you can see yesterday the gap closed off immediately. So it wouldn't surprise me today, boom, if it closed above, and then above 288 on QQQ, I could be a buyer. Okay, so I'm trading the market with two set of eyes. Below this channel here, 282, I'll be a seller. I'll come here and quickly close the gap and above, selling's off. It might not be even this evening or potentially tomorrow anyway, so depending how it develops. Okay, so that's the dynamic of the market at this minute. If people can't see a clear direction, take a day off.
Mate, I mean, there's enough scaremongering going. You've had what, JP Morgan come out, haven't they, this morning, come underneath results. So there's enough scaremongering going on anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how good or bad with the bank result. I have a feeling that it will be quite good because the interest rate is quite high. They could have more deposit. It could be good for them. But in a longer term picture, that, it's almost a tactic is, I don't care. I need to kill off the inflation. I don't care recession is going to happen. The Fed has the power to raise interest rate, to make money expensive, than to drop the stock market, which we are seeing. And they also have a magical power to lower the interest rate and print money again to save the economy. So,
we saw that happen.
We saw that happen.
COVID.
COVID and 2008. 2008, perhaps me and you are still quite young, but that was the feeling that I didn't know what happened.
Maybe you, Jake, not me. I was.
But what was your feeling? That my feeling in 2008 was I missed the opportunity. The next one come, I'm going to grab it big, and I am liquid at the moment. I have bought some silver stock and gold stock, which I shared to you guys, which is not going to be a long-term thing. It's not looking the best, but it's okay. It's longer-term trade at the moment. So
I have miners from a while ago. Jay. So
this is the trade that the forever non-stop uptrend on dollar yen. But for me, I don't want to buy. I honestly don't want to buy. It's too late. I mean, this at the moment, yes, the channel is broken now. So for me to sell, it's too strong for me to sell. Too late for us to buy. So hence I think that's the question from Brand yesterday. Are we expecting a pullback? I don't know. There is a pullback now because it's broken the channel. It could go even higher, but how high can it go is not my business. If it's here, it's okay. Pull back to the resistance zone, take it long. Excellent. Here, it's been trending sideways and suddenly a pop. I don't know. I'm not big fans of that. Dollar index continue to push.
Keep going,
but don't. Is it really true dollar strength?
No.
I would classify as more euro weakness.
Yeah.
Euro has been weak, and I put it up there as we haven't seen this €1 to $1. €1 to $1. That is major. It was 115 some point this year. 115, I think. Yeah, see. 120 in 2021. Yeah. So in a year's time, we dropped 20% in euro. It's a currency. So it's not a stock, it's major. So it's a lot of weakness out there. And today, Italy is in a bit of dilemma again. They have non-confidence about their government, so a bit like what we've been going through in the UK. So that's why there's a bit of uncertainty. So we're weighing that at the moment in dollar index. Okay, other currency like Aussie is dropping, but it's not as bad. Pound, it's really. I'm not actually in the mood to trade that. If you see what I mean. This is, are you dropping? Are you going? I'm not. I have zero interest of that. One thing that I did see, okay, maybe we're seeing some more oil weakness here. This I didn't see that before the webinar today. So dollar cap pop higher. So I assume we are seeing oil lower. Yeah, a little bit, not too much, but oil. Yeah, well, I've been saying that it's been ending anyway, but we should see a pop higher, but it's not the easiest going to trade because we're going against the trend. The reason why I said that, oil's dropping lower, but the others, heating oil, is not dropping as much as oil, natural gas as well. In fact, it's trying to creep higher. So they're all same category. So I see oil pop higher. How high? Maybe 110, maybe 116. I can't see it break a new high. I will look to sell it. I think it would be good to see some of the old-time correlation, like oil go up, stock go up.
Yeah.
Oil go down, stock go down, just because of the supply and demand. Economy not doing as great. Less demand for oil, so it drops. So I want to see that correlation come back, because this inverse correlation is all caused by the Ukrainian war. So it's temporary. So I want to see that happen, and I want to see the old-fashioned way that when recession happen, people buy gold and silver. So gold, I might top up my gold investment. You remember? So I would look into make a base around this 1672, and I'll buy the gold ETF more, and then leave it. So I'll get an average price and then leave it and see what happens. One positive sign of this is is the bond market. I know you guys probably don't see it too much on the bond major. So set N1 10-year bond is the one that I look at the most. A long term. Well, it's on an uptrend daily. So higher, high, high, low, higher, high. As long as this 117 stay, if it breaks this inverted head and shoulder, we could see bond excel back to this 128. Okay. Bond and gold are same asset class. That's why I wanted to buy gold. Could be a bit early, but I was saying that I could top up some of the investment. So I'm happy to continue on my investment on gold, hold it for a few months, and then see what happened on that. So that's the only stock that I've been buying, not a huge amount, 20% of my portfolio, 20 odd percent on that. But looking at it at the moment, gold could drift a bit lower first. I mean, last week I did take a trade on silver, but so we could see a spike down and then bounce. So we shall see. Silver, I did take a trade last week, quite aggressive. That bottom kicked out and then multiple times, and that's just kicked me out now. So where to from here? Still on my list. I will check the hot data some point. Well, it will be this weekend. You can see this is a very significant level around the $18, $19. Loads of interaction. So you know, we dropped below in 2014, take his head through 2016, stay below for 5 years, smash through, come back to here. It should draw attention to buyer. We see the commercial not selling it. So the big guys, the silver miner, gold miner, they're not selling metal because they don't see the need to hedge to the downside. Yeah. But one thing that is we still haven't seen they're buying it. So that's something that I'm keeping my close eye. If they started buying, great. Then I will be, be a bit more aggressive on the silver investment, but I only bought a little bit on silver at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see on that. So for me, the main trade longer term is a reversal on silver or gold when it make a base, okay? Because it's a very strong base on gold as well. Yeah. It's 15,000 area, so very, very strong in this area. You see last time spike down, back up. So I want to see that. Yeah, because here is in the middle of nowhere at the moment. It's spiked down through there, and then I will look to be maybe a trader reversal in here. You gotta see here a drop, and then really of this 50-minute reversal pattern, take some profit and let it run up to at least, I don't know, wherever. I'll manage it accordingly anyway. So silver, gold still on my list for a reversal. Indices, let's see what it brings. I could potentially be a buy on NASDAQ because it's cleaner, but above this.
Above the daily pivot.
11,600, 700 area. So it won't be a breakout. It has to be a retest, because sometimes when you take a breakout, it could do this and
yeah.
When I'm not super confident, and I would wait for this or retest, okay? Yeah. Or if I made a little bit of money, I'm happy to risk that. Fine, you can do that, it's no problem. But for me, because I potentially could be a seller below here, could be a buyer, both we need to bid and then stay below. This one needs to stay above for me to become a buyer on that. So two scenario on that on indices. I know if you say it to some inexperienced trader, what, you don't have a plan? I do have a plan, but plan A and plan B, depending what the market gives me. With S&P, yes, I do like to trade the S&P more, but the room is too little for me. So I think no. But if I see the channel break, which I like to see, this flag break above this 3,930, I could see it go back to 4,200, and then I will intraday trade this area here. So just being patient on that, see what happens on that. The rest, Forex, I'm not touching. I'm not happy with what the behavior at the moment. So it's
this is crazy, isn't it? But,
yeah, it's not. it's just having the discipline to say to yourself, you know what, I'm walking away. You're not playing balls, right? Like dollar yen, like, okay, we want you to stay under the channel. You decided to break out. Okay, fine.
Fine. See you later.
See you later.
Even with this one here, USD CAD, look.
Yeah,
For me right now, I'm not gonna. It's a lot of people will go in and try and chase it. You're just not.
They'll be like, okay, now it's really breaking out. Now it's gonna go higher, but you know, it's just too good. You know, if you have to really look at dollar index and why do I expect a pullback? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. We trace 10 days now. That's how you build up your experience on that. Okay, this trend is even stronger than the previous one. If you put a trend line here, you can already clearly see that's a cycle. And then you pull it through here. See, it's beyond the last cycle. Why would you chase? You know, to be fair, you know me, if I'm going to take a trade over here anyway at the beginning, and am I scaling a little bit because I make money already, and that's it, I'm letting it run, but I'm not in the trade. I'm not going to jump to the train when it's no way. I mean, I have other things. I don't have to make. I'm not in a rush to jump on it, basically. So yeah, having the discipline to stay away on that. And yeah, next Wednesday, 7, I will be talking through, and I'll be preparing some exercise as well, how to do it. And we may be trading in a demo account together on a 1 minute time frame, but use a slightly bigger time frame as a guide, and then trade 1 minute as a practice.
Don't scare them too much.
No, it's all right. It's not your own money. It's just demo money, so you can get the real feeling of how we're expecting a retracement and stuff like that. So I might do that at the beginning immediately, because it may happen, it may not happen. So I'll do that at the beginning. So immediately, anyone name a chart and do it.
You know what it is for them, guys, bless them, because they've just come into the market at a time where it's so volatile, right?
Yeah. It's not the greatest time, especially on Forex, because it's all dominated by the dollar and euro movement, and the rest of them is just doesn't have a clear direction, apart from you buying dollar. But you know, this is the 104 area now, clean break. I do see it going higher a longer term but I need a retracement. I definitely need it.
It's running out of steam
back here, and then when everyone said dollar is going to drop now, and then I will buy. Again, I see it going to maybe 113. You know, but the euro will drop below $1. But it's sad, even sad for us, because pound is stable, but I can see it go to here 111 or 112 area. So, but you know, let's see what it brings. But be very selective lately, and then try and grab some profit if you can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week.
All right, man.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Bye.